It was labeled a police action and is sometimes referred to as the Forgotten War. But to the veterans of the Korean War, it was a very difficult time in their lives.
There was a lot of sacrifice. A lot of guys didn't come back.
KOLO 8 News Now's Paul Harris joined our veterans on the honor flight and toured the Korean War Memorial and has a touching reflection of what our veterans endured.
So we diverted the ships to Japan, so we never got our winter gear.
You won't want to miss this inspirational story. Tonight at 5 on KOLO 8 News Now.
On this Veterans Day, we also want to introduce you to some local Korean War veterans. KOLO 8 News Now's Paul Harris, an Iraq War veteran, toured the Korean War Memorial with Honor Flight Nevada last month in Washington, D.C. He brings us their story.
The Korean War is often called the Forgotten War, as it can be overshadowed by World War II and Vietnam. As the veterans toured their memorial, they were taken aback by the respect shown to them by the very people they fought to keep free more than a half-century ago.
In Korea, United Nations troops push on in the cautious advance against the communists.
A war fought to keep the communists in check. The Korean War lasted from June of 1950 to July of 1953. For the U.S. service members involved, it would provide lifelong memories. For some veterans from Honor Flight Nevada, this was the first time they gazed upon the Korean War Memorial.
I'm impressed. The only comment I had was on all the patrols I had in Korea, I never once went on one with wearing ponchos. They made too much noise. What we did use them for in the foxhole, like I say, we put them over our head and then smoke cigarettes to keep the mosquitoes away. Yeah, it worked.
But Arthur Buckley felt the statues did depict the recycled gear they were given.
We were supposed to get snowpacks as the weather got down to 40 below, and but the war was going to be over by Christmas, so we diverted the ships to Japan. So we never got our winter gear.
Another couple of years, your feet will be thawed out, won't they?
Well, hey, I've still got frozen feet.
But the veterans' time spent at the memorial was focused more on reflection.
There was a lot of sacrifice. There was a lot of sacrifice. A lot of guys didn't come back.
What took some of the veterans by surprise was the outpouring of respect shown by the Asian tourists at the memorial.
감사합니다. Okay, thank you. 감사합니다. Thank you.
Jay Lee is a senior pastor at a local Korean church in Reno and can remember his grandparents sharing stories about the war.
They shared the memories of economic hardships, especially starving.
After the war, the Korean peninsula was divided into two countries, with the communists keeping control of the north. Lee says after talking with North Korean refugees, you can understand why South Koreans are grateful.
Kim Jong-un has been put on notice. He could personally be responsible, put on trial for crimes against humanity in his country.
And he is not surprised by the showing of respect at the memorial.
We learn how to repay a grace that we received. We learn not to ignore others' good deed. And this is who we are. This is our cultural personality. And I think this cultural personality of Koreans can explain the reason why we show so much respect and appreciation to veterans.
I'm impressed with that. Yeah, that's emotional there. I have Koreans come up to me every once in a while and grab a hold of me, and especially the older ones. And I had one the other day come up and grab a hold of me, and little Mama San, she must have been 85 or so, and oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. But
etched into the memorial is a quote, "Freedom is not free." If you'd like more information on Honor Flight Nevada and how you can send veterans to Washington, D.C. to visit their memorials, visit kolotv.com and click on the Hot Topics icon. Paul Harris, KOLO 8 News Now.